Hello everybody, welcome back to our CSS training. In this video we'll be moving to another topic under our CSS, which is font. Last class we finished, in the last video we finished talking about text, in which we do the text animation and the likes. So today we'll be looking at font. We'll be looking at font, text font. So, but before we move there, before we move to text font, I want to introduce you how to add comment to your CSS file. You know, in our HTML we were taught how to add comment, so likewise in our CSS file we will be taught how to add comment. So to add comment to your CSS file is not something so big. All you need to do is just press slash, then star, then the comment CSS font, then star again, and then the slash. That is all. So as we've already know that the comment in every programming language does not display in our CSS in our browser. So now after that we will move to the font, the main topic, which is font. So okay, we have different the CSS font deals with different category. We have the font family. We have the font family. We have now we have the font family. We have the font style, the font size, and the font weight. Those are the fourth category that the CSS font deal with. Now, okay, let me open another. Let me open another content, some content for the font, so that it will be easy to understand for us. So let me say H1 CSS font, down. So the first one I will say, let me give it an ID of family. As the first category of font. So I will say this is font family. Then the next one, ID, size, style. Then I'll say this is font size. So next one, ID, and I'll say size. This is font size. The next one, ID. Then I will say ID attribute. I will say weight. Then I will say this is font weight. So now let's move to our CSS file. Then I will take it one after the other. I will say hash family, hash family. Then I square bracket, I will say font family, column, let me say big fish. Big fish. So let's go and fill this. So no, let me use another one. No. So let's see it in our CSS file, in our HTML page. So do you see the font family of this is font family? Let me change it to times. So do you see that the font of this is font family is now different to that of this is font size? So those are the difference between the font. That is the characters of the font family. I'm trying to use another one that let me see if this will work. No. Okay. Maybe because of the app I'm using, maybe it does not support those fonts. So all I want to get is that all I want you to get is the message being passed through it. So if you are running it with your browser or you are using VS Code, it will be easy for you to get those fonts. To be easy for you to get those fonts. So let's move to the next one. Let me say style. So this style will determine, let me say font style. Font style. let me say italic. So the font style is to tell us if the text should be what? Italic, opaque, and the likes. So that is the function of the font style. That is the function of the font style. So let's go and see it now in our browser. So do you see that this is size? Oh, it's supposed to be this is style. So you see that this is font style will become italic. So do you see that? So now let's move to the next one, which is font size. So the font size So the font size is being determined by pixel, either pixel or percent or em. So let me say font size column. So we can determine our font size by pixel. Let me say 40 pixel. Let's look at it. Did you see that? This is font size. Did you see how big it is with 40 pixel? Now I can also determine my font size by percent. The 40 pixel is over 100. The highest pixel should be 100. Although you can be more than 100, but if it is more than 100, it should be as big as the whole page. So, but the biggest pixel should be 100. So why percent is over 1000? from 0 to 1000, or let me say from 100 to 1000. So why your MEM is always your, okay, let me say one EM is equal to 16 pixel. 1 EM is equal to 16 pixel, which means for you to get what 40 pixel will be in EM, it will be 40 pixel divided by 16 pixel. It will give you number of EM you have to use. For example, if I'm to say 40 pixel divided by 16, it will give me 2.5 EM. To give me 2.5 EM. So let me view it. Yes. So let me view it. Did you see that the size is still the same? So I can also determine my font size in percent I can also determine my font size in percent. So that will be 400%. So I will say 400%. So let's view it. Did you see that? Did you see that? So let me use 40%. So as big as you want. As big as you want. Did you see 40%? So the percent is always real. It below 100 will always be smaller than the normal size, which is 1 pixel or 1 EM, which is 16 pixel. The normal size of the default size of lettering in the web browser is 16 pixel. So below 100% will always be smaller, than 16 pixel, while above it will always be bigger than 16 pixel. So let me use 140% and see what it will give us. Did you see that? So that is about our font size. Now let's move to font weight. So font weight, we have so this font weight is always used to determine if the text should be bold or should be normal, should be at the default or should be bold and the likes. So let me use bold. font weight bold, and let's see what it will give us. This is being caused by the animation, the text animation. So did you see that this is font weight is also bold, is bold. So because I've defined the font weight to be bold. So that is all for font. That is all we have for today on the font. So in next class we will meet again. We will meet in the next class to talk about floating. In which, if you have a picture and text and you want the picture to be by the side of the text, I mean the picture will stand at one angle, and beside it or above it or below it you want the text